Yeah, Dennis, over the past few years, Ohio State's had good success against the Spartans, even though like last year's games were all pretty close, one goal games, despite the empty netters. So they're going through some different times now with a lot of different players. So how do you see this series with Ohio State as a sort of like a retooling team, and yet one that probably is going to keep their same philosophy about structure and defense and so forth, and obviously coming in with one of the top goaltenders in the country?
Yeah, I feel like our games against them the last couple of years, for me at least, sorry about that, have always been pretty close and hard fought. And this year we actually got a chance to watch their game yesterday, and they look like a good team. They still have all the, same principles that they play with. They play hard, play smart, and no, they got some new players, obviously, and we have a lot of new guys too. I think they said they had 7 new guys in their lineup for their first series. So, no, I think it'll be hard fought for the season, and no, I'm excited to see what we can do against kind of a new revamped Ohio State team.
You played with one of them, didn't you? One of the transfers in Brooks.
Yeah, he's one of my good buddies, Matt Cassidy. I played with him for a year in Brooks. So he was at Quinnipiac, and then he transferred there this year. So I'm excited to kind of play against him finally.
What kind of player is he?
He's a gritty guy. He's a hard-nosed player. He likes to get to the dirty areas and kind of work the corners and provide some offense for them. So, no, I'm excited to get on the ice against him for once.
Thanks, Dennis.
Yep.
Nate.
Hey, Dennis. Your first 2 seasons here, you were, with Jared Rosberg on the D unit. What's been kind of transition to playing with Cole, and what was that like, kind of working with him through the off season?
Yeah, obviously me and JR did pretty well together the last 2 years and built up that chemistry. And no, me and Cole would go out on the ice occasionally once in a while the last couple of years to kind of whether it's in between shifts or JR needed a break or what it may be. But no, it's been fun playing with him. He's a good player, and he's 2 years younger than me, so he's just kind of coming into his own as a man. And no, I think he's going to have a good season this year, and we've kind of built up chemistry over the summer and throughout the fall. We've had that extra time, so no, it's been fun. It's been fun. So looking forward to the season with him.
Audrey, go ahead.
Curious, what do you think that you guys took away from the Arizona State series that will help you versus Ohio State the most?
I don't know. I feel like for me personally, I guess as a team, I feel like we really played together as a group. And with the first series, it's always kind of tough especially this year with no prior game. We're kind of just jumping right into it. And no, I thought we played great as a team. We kind of stuck to our systems. And the first night was kind of a bit of a feeling out night. And I feel like we outplayed them both games. But no, I feel like just as a team, we really did what we wanted to and stuck to our strengths, got pucks deep, and kind of worked our forecheck and played hard in the D zone. So no, I was just happy with how we competed as a team, and look forward to this weekend.
How weird is it too? I mean, in a sense, because you're jumping right into the conference play. I mean, how is it? I know it's just different this year, everything because of COVID, but I mean, what does it not add to it, but what's it like to you're jumping right in? No break, no time.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes every game that much more important as far as standing goes. I mean, you don't really have games to kind of take off or let up, and every game's just kind of playoff like, because you need wins. And so no, it's definitely been different all around, but I feel like the overall approach every game this year just has to be win or go home kind of mentality, because every game is important towards the standings and the national standings later on. So,
and then if I could ask one more question in terms kind of going off of that, if you guys are in an overtime situation, it means a little bit more in conference play now versus the Arizona State series. What's your thought on the new 3-on-3 overtime rule?
No, I like it. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with the NHL, and no, I think it's good for the conference, and it kind of makes things more intense, and because I think it'll be a little more exciting in overtime this year, just because everyone's going to want to score that goal. So I think it's going to be a lot more back and forth, especially in conference. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Neil.
Dennis, some teams in the Big Ten have already played 6 Big Ten games, some 4, and you guys are none. You're starting now. What's the take that you have on the Big Ten and how much maybe improvement you could make over last season and the season before?
Yeah, I think this year it's kind of just it's up in the air for anyone to grab. I feel like it's the teams whoever remains the healthiest and can stay with it the longest is going to be successful in the end. So no, I don't know. I feel like it's just every game's going to be a sprint, and just excited to kind of get into it, and it's going to be pretty action packed every night. So it's going to be exciting.
Go ahead, Nate.
Dennis, what did you see from Nash and Aiden in this first series, and then kind of leading up to the season? What did those two in particular do to kind of win those two open spots?
They've just been consistent in practice, and they're good. They're good puck moving guys, and they're good in the D zone. So I feel like our coaching staff trusts them early on, and no, they just got in, played hard, and kind of did everything that the team asked them to do. And so I was happy for those guys to kind of, especially, or I guess all the freshmen, to kind of hop in right away with no early games, like I said earlier. So I was happy that they kind of stepped in and jumped right into the swing of things with us. So no, I was happy with the way it went for them.
Sam.
So first game in 8 months, kind of just like being thrown right into the gauntlet of competitive games. So I was just kind of wondering how you felt your legs held up after the first game or two, and maybe trying to pick up a sense of how the rest of the team felt.
Yeah, no, it was definitely different right away. We kind of knew first period was going to be a little bit of a battle, just kind of going full speed. It's definitely different from practicing over summer, and I feel like our coaching staff, got to give them a nod. They did a great job kind of getting everyone prepared mentally and physically as far as conditioning wise for the game. So no, the first night was definitely a bit of towards the end of the game, everyone was kind of sucking wind, a little gas, but no, I felt like it was kind of, it went better than I expected personally. So no, I was happy with that. And yeah, it was definitely different. It kind of just hopped right in there, but it went good overall.
Audrey.
Kind of curious about this too, with Ohio State playing yesterday and Monday. Now, kind of a quick turnaround for them this week. How do you think that they'll handle that in terms of maybe their legs and how fresh that they might be to face you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they'll probably definitely need a day off or something like that during the week to kind of rest. But no, it'll be interesting because sometimes it kind of plays in the team's favor to kind of keep that engine moving, if you know what I mean. And but no, we'll see. Obviously, we'll be well rested and prepared. So no, I guess it kind of just how they handle it internally and see how their legs are doing. So no, I'm curious to see how it goes too.
Thanks.
One more, Neil.
Then you guys have a bunch of freshmen in the lineup, but you also have a newcomer in Charlie Combs, who actually has been older than you are, I believe. And at one point when he was in Amarillo, I think he scored 51 goals in the North America, or actually BC Junior League. I think that was with Tachi. But anyway, what's your take on just what he's given to the team, how he's fit in, and what his role can be this season?
Yeah, obviously he brought in some experience playing up at Midgie, and that helped with a bunch of young guys coming in. So no, he brings a level of compete every day, and he works hard, and he's definitely got that offensive knack. And so I know he had a couple of chances in those games that he would have liked to bury, but it's early on, and I'm not worried about him. He'll put some in for us. So no, I'm happy with the player he is, and no, he definitely gives our team a boost offensively.